All right, a pleasant good morning to you from Tony'sPicks.com. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to Night Moves here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel for Wednesday, April 22nd. We're going to preview the action here for our playoff games tonight, NBA, NHL, and we have getaway day. It's Wednesday. We've got daytime baseball to talk about, 15 games here today. So join us here. Get ready for the show. Want to say hello to the folks joining us here in the chat as we get ready for great sports betting day. And it was a fun day, certainly on Tuesday, unless you're the New York Mets. But we'll get to that in just a moment. Recap some of the action here on Tuesday night, the NBA and NHL playoffs as well. And how about it with our playoff games here on Tuesday in the NBA? We saw the Philadelphia 76ers behind BJ Edgecombe, and the Sixers get the win 111-97 as they pulled away from the Celtics and stunned them here to shift the momentum in the series and take the lead there. Well, to tied the series, but grab that home advantage here with the series now tied at 1-1. Edgecombe had 30 points and 10 rebounds. Tyrese Maxey 29 points and 9 assists. The 76ers outscored Boston 37-26 in the second quarter and went on for the win impressively there for the Sixers. Boston has to regroup after that one for sure, as Sixers gain that home court edge now. We'll see what happens for the rest of this series. Bad news here with the Trailblazers over the Spurs. That's good news for the Trailblazers, but Blazers win it 106-103. But Victor Wembanyama left with concussion after a hard fall, and he's had to enter the concussion protocol. That's going to put his status for Game 3 in jeopardy, just because of the fact that you have to, kind of clear the concussion window, and it'll be very, very close. I would imagine he might have to miss game number 3. There, even question for the next one, but usually if you just come back, they do have the extra day here. But Wembanyama will have to probably sit the next one out, and the series is tied there after the Blazers won it. Scoot Henderson had 31 points in the upset win. The Spurs led by 14 points early in the fourth quarter before the Trailblazers started to mount their comeback, and they did a great job there to pull that one. Now, granted, Wembanyama did go out, but to have the Blazers come back and be able to beat the rest of the guys just goes to show maybe a little bit too one-dimensional there in that one. So. Big news there with Wemby out now shifts the momentum of the series a little bit. And Portland, Avia, he's no joke, man. I mean, this guy is a very, very good professional basketball player. He's going to be so for a lot of years to come. He's a guy that you can build around there in Portland. All right, and one other on here on late night, we saw the Lakers beat the Rockets 101-94 there on Tuesday for the Lakers. LeBron 28 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Marcus Smart another good performance, 25 points. Kennard 23 points. It was a game of spurts. LA had a 15-0 run in the first half. Houston had a 14-0 run in the second quarter. Lakers lost a 15-point lead, but then got it back. And behind Smart there, he was hot in the first half. Kevin Durant, 23 points despite a bruised knee, but the Rockets' three-point shooting disappeared into the fourth quarter. They went 5 for 23 overall, and the Lakers are up 2-0 without Luka, without Reeves, and we'll see if Luka could, if there is a problem, could rest him here. You don't want to mess around. You got a 2-0 lead. You're going on the road. It's not going to be easy, but they are a little bit comfortable here, winning at home as underdogs. It's going to be tough, at Houston, certainly, without Luka if he's not ready to go. But they kind of targeted the game number 3, so we'll see if Luka's ready to go here. And Reeves may just need a little bit more time, but Lakers get the win there on Tuesday night to go up 2-0 in that series. All right, and we did have some winners here on the show. We had the under with Portland and San Antonio in that game. As it did go under there, 209 with 222 and a half there as our winner here in the NBA. NHL on Tuesday night, it was the Tampa Bay Lightning getting it done over Montreal 3-2. I did have the under as my premium pick winner over at Tony's Picks as the Lightning even up the series in that one. We had Montreal here on the show for sure, but good job of the Lightning there. They were big favorites. It took them all the way to overtime to cover that $1.75, $1.85. So Montreal still might be outplaying them a little bit. I don't think the Tampa Bay Lightning are covering their money, but you got to give them credit. You got to, cash. You cashed if you had Tampa Bay, despite the big line there is Lightning even up that series. Also, Boston drubbed Buffalo. They took a 4-0 lead in that one. Buffalo, a mild comeback late, but there just wasn't enough time left in that one. As we had the push actually here on the show. We went over the 6. It did finish 4-2 thanks to those two late Buffalo goals. They brought it to within 4-2 with a few minutes left, but couldn't get anything going after that. They actually went with a shortened goaltending. They pulled the goalie with several minutes left in the game to kind of work their way back into it, but they couldn't get anything going after that. Also, it was the Utah Mammoth beating the Vegas Golden Knights 3-2. Good job here by Utah to grab one here in Vegas and even up that series and swing the momentum their way. I did come in with the under on the drive-through today. Hey, hopefully you're joining us here on the drive-through Monday through Friday. The drive-through appears on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel, and it's a partnership with Tony's Picks YouTube channel, and you get about anywhere from, 7 to 10 plays in a 1-hour show. You got to check it out if you haven't seen it already. Go to the Pick Dogs YouTube channel at 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Pacific for the drive-through. It's one of the classic shows actually here on YouTube. I'm proud to be on it. And each day you got a whole host of handicappers giving some great plays there and promoting their picks over at tonyspicks.com. So make sure you check it out. I give out the under the Utah VGK game there 3-2. It was Utah getting the win, and a real late night. It was Colorado knocking off the LA Kings 2-1. They didn't cover their 280, I don't think, in that one, as it took them into overtime to do it. Here we did have the under on Night Moves last night as our play here on the show. So we scored there in the NHL playoffs in that one. Colorado still got the win, however, 2-1. Over the LA Kings there on Tuesday night. So Colorado leads that series 2-0. The Kings are in a little bit of trouble, even though they were on the road. They'll get a chance to maybe come back at home and get things going a little bit. But Colorado out to that 2-0 lead. All right, and let's take a look here now at a little bit of Major League Baseball and some of the coverage. We'll start it off, man, with the New York Mets. Oh, man, the Mets. This losing streak is just unfathomable right now, the way it's going. I mean, no hope in sight for these Mets. They just keep finding ways to lose right now. They're 12th in a row. Bullpen gives up an RBI single, an RBI walk in the ninth inning there, and the Twins are able to grab that win. The Twins have played some okay ball this year, but man, you got McLean, he throwing a no-hitter through 5 innings, and they still find a way to blow it there. Oh man, this is a sad situation right now. I laugh. But the Mets fans aren't laughing. They're a $369 million payroll, which is second only to the Dodgers. Devin Williams faced 5 hitters in the ninth inning, and he didn't get any of them out. The Mets have been outscored in those 12 games, 67-22. Maybe today will be the day we'll talk about the games here. I was on the Mets run line. I'm trying to be cool there, but that's okay. Uh, some other winners we did have on night moves last night included the Chicago Cubs and their win over the Phillies 7-4. Shoto Imanaga allowed 3 hits in 7 innings. The Cubs have won 7 in a row. The Phillies, they've lost 7 in a row. So we had them. We had the Cubs there in that one. I did have the under over at Tony's Picks for a premium, but man, the Cubs put up 7 on them there in that one. All right, we did have the Padres on the money line over the Rockies last night, 1-0 in Denver. Manny Machado drew a bases loaded walk for the game's only run. The Padres have won 14 of 16, and the Padres bullpen retired the last 18 Colorado hitters in a row, and it was 1-0 in Colorado there. We had the Padres here. I hope you didn't have the over in that one, as 1-0 in Colorado. Go figure. There in that one. All right. Night moves winner here yesterday. Dodgers and the Giants game to go under. And that's what we had a winner here in that one with the Dodgers, and they were able to go. It did go under. The Giants won the game. Let me give credit where credit is due. Dodgers have lost 3 of 4. Landon Roop, 5 innings, 1 run, and for San Francisco, Devers RBI single, Jung-Hoo Lee RBI single as well, as the Giants were able to beat them there 3-1 to get that win. We had a night moves winner here also with the over with Houston and Cleveland. Boy, did it ever, as Cleveland scored 6 runs in the 8th inning to overtake the Astros. Chase DeLauder and a bases loaded triple in that one. The Astros are in last place in the American League West at 9-16. Night moves winner yesterday, Yankees and Red Sox game to go under, as it was the Yankees and Luis Gil, 4-0 winners over Boston there yesterday, as the Yankees were able to get the road win in Fenway. So good job there for the Yanks, and Eel getting off the snide there a little bit. He had some rough starts there, certainly. Carlos Stanton, a home run and a 2-run double for the Yankees there in that one. We also had a night moves winner, Orioles and Royals game to go over in the 6-5 win over Kansas City in a wild one there. Baltimore wasted a 3-run home run by Chad Mayo as the Royals came back to win it 6-5. I think it was Sally with the walk-off. I may have missed the how that one finished, but Kansas City got the win there 6-5, and it was indeed a walk-off victory there in the bottom of the 9th inning. We also had the Toronto Blue Jays here on the show yesterday as they beat the Angels 4-2 there, with Patrick Corbin getting the game on the road there. Drew Pomeranz gave up 3 runs in 1 inning of relief, and that was all that they needed, really, to get that one. The Halos of bullpen blew it again. They've blown 7 games here this year. The Angels have lost 4 in a row right now. And we also had a night moves winner. We won all the American League games. Over with the A's and Seattle, 5-2 there. That wasn't an over. We didn't win all the American League games. 5-2, A's get the win there over Seattle in that one. Oh man, giving myself too much credit. The Athletics led 2-1, and they went on for the victory 5-2 there on Tuesday night. So I think that's enough of the winners. I did have some premium pick winners I do want to talk about. We had the under in that Toronto-LA game for a premium pick winner over at Tony's Picks. And also I had the Pirates and the Rangers game to go under yesterday over at Tony's as well. We did have one other winner. It was the White Sox over the Arizona Diamondbacks 11-5, as we had the over here on the show yesterday. The Shy Sox had 3 home runs in the 2nd inning and scored 7 times in the first 2 innings to go on to the win. All right, we're going to go over to Tony'sPicks.com and check out the handicapper leaderboards and see who's hot over at Tony's Picks, and I'll say hello to everyone in the chat, and then we'll go on over and see who did well over at the site. Got a lot of you coming in here right now. Great comments. Here we go. And it's T-Red ready to go. Hello, T-Red. First Cal Dog is here, and James says Mets were his first play, but the line movement got him off of it, and he went to the Avalanche on the money line and the Twins there. And yeah, a blessing. Someone said something told me not to take the Mets. Brayson had his winners there, all right, as well. And Young Mooch joining us. Hello to Young Mooch. Getting a little lucky. All right. Hey, we're up all night to get lucky. T-Red, Cubs team total over for today. The Lakers win again. And without Luka, played well. Just goes to show. But the Heat's going to be on the Houston coach there. A little bit. Only Bands is liking the cards today. Cal Dog had his winners in there. Great comments coming in. Wow, great crew here tonight. Let's see here. James talking some parlay winners. Brayson, the Mets are trash. Man, these guys, all that money and they can't get it going. What do we do? Do we fire the manager? What do we do? T-Red, going to take maybe the Twins today. And what is FanDuel doing? If the Mets lose next game, they credit bonus bets? No, come on. Is that real? That's so insulting. There. And, oh, man, Andrew K. talking about the Mets there as well in his home run trot. Yeah, we're going to win the game. Nope, not going to win. Greg says, how about the Avalanche getting it done over my Kings there in overtime? And let's see. Rockies 1-0 there. Was that really the first time a 1-0 game in 20 years? No, first time. I think, James, is that right? I mean, I know we've had some 1-0 games in the past. I mean, hey, we've even had some no-hitters, okay? I remember Hideo Nomo threw a no-hitter in Coors Field one time. Timmy says 76ers and Blazers. And how long is Wemby going to be out? Man, he knew it right away, but you know what? He shouldn't have said anything. I don't know how it works, but I just figured he had maybe a broken jaw or some kind of facial injury the way he hit the ground, right? I mean, boom, and his head hitting the ground there like it did. So that was a awful moment to see there for sure. And Mr. Wester says the floor is Defensive Player of the Year. I always said, one thing I always said is, and it doesn't really relate to that injury from Wembanyama there, but I believe that, and they would never do it because of the money that they pay for the seats. But I think the fans are too close in the NBA. I think it takes away from the players' ability to go diving for the ball. They always have to hold themselves up so they don't crush the fans in the front row, right? I mean, I know it's you don't have to go diving into the crowd every time, but they could save more balls without having to think about how they're going to wreck somebody's a beer on the floor or something. I always thought that and even on the end where they land on the camera folks, you got to have the TV cameras there, and but it just seems very, very dangerous sometimes. That didn't relate to the Wemby thing, but just something I've always thought about when we see him go into the crowd and stuff. I just think they're too close. They crash into the announcers and everything. Why do they do that? Why aren't they 5 or 10 feet further back so these guys can dive for the ball and hit it back into play? Am I just way off base there on that? All right, Soto will be back tomorrow now. Okay, Soto's going to be back tomorrow, they said. And Timmy says, we got some teams that came through. Only Bands, he's ready to fade the Mets again today already. Brayson said the value's going to be on the Twins. Şengün, what's Şengün's problem all of a sudden? I mean, he did hit it, Timmy, right? But all of his weaknesses were exposed kind of in what we've seen here, right? Look, he's still a good player, but I think right now he's having some problems here. The playoff style a little bit. I don't think it's anything the Lakers are doing. I just think the way the game flows, he's just not looking comfortable out there. All right, and let's see here. What is Greg saying? You see, the glass breaking there. They were celebrating the goal, and the glass came flying down on the coach. And I saw Stormy Bonantoni in there doing the announce. She was right behind the thing. She had her clipboard. She had the mic. Anybody who watches, the broadcast, like, hey, I like the announcers, but I really like Stormy because she's on the gambling channel. So I'll give her some immediate credibility. Hey, all the announcers, the female announcers are great rink side hosts, but you got to give Stormy some credit. I mean, she has her own sports betting show every day, basically for like an hour or two. I mean, that's legit. Okay. Let's see. They don't even play defense anymore, says Mr. Weskers. Why are they going to go diving off into the side, right? It happens once a month, maybe. Mets are the worst team in the NHL, man. Even the Rockies would sweep these guys there. All right. And Andrew's ready to go with, we got that's part of the fun here, I think, today is we've got a great daytime card here. I think 6 games on the Major League Baseball slate for daytime action. So, all right. And let's see, only bands. If Soto's back, then Mets money, it will take him there. And Cal Dog, I think Cal Dog just made it funny. Yeah, I gotta like Stormy. I like Stormy. Okay. All right, and what else do we got? There's some tennis. We're fired up here in Madrid here this week. We've got tennis action coming up. I think I got a couple of plays if you want. Here, look, the action gets underway. We might be talking sports here, so we might be on the air. So let me see if I can't give a couple plays out in tennis here that I was looking at. Just for maybe the 5 a.m. starts here. On the ladies' side, I like Zeynep Sanmez over Martinez Cerez. She's a huge favorite. I'm not saying take her at minus 1,800. I'm saying lay 6.5 games with Zeynep Sanmez over Carlota Martinez Cerez. Lay 6.5 games with Sanmez. That's going to be my pick on the ladies' side. And over on the men's side here, and the 5 a.m. starts, I like Zuzu Bergs in his matchup here. I believe it's a 5 a.m. start for Zuzu. If not, I do have Zuzu Bergs. Yeah, here it is. Zuzu up against Marin Cilic here today in this one, and I like Bergs here over Cilic. I believe it's pretty close to a pick'em in that one, so I'm going to take Bergs over Cilic as my play here. Two plays in tennis today. So, all right. I think that does it for a little bit of a recap and action here as well. Let's see. I was going to play also here in Japanese baseball just because we've had some requests here. So I tried to at least have one play ready for action here because we might be on the air. I'm going to take the Yakult Swallows and the Hiroshima Carp to go under. I hit a play yesterday. We were on the air, and I'm like, well, let's have a play for the show. So coming up here in Japan, this one I believe all the Japan games here at 5 a.m. Eastern and 2 a.m. Pacific, and I've got Yakult Swallows and Hiroshima Carp under 6. It's at minus 120. So okay, so I got NPB. We'll leave Ron to the KBO stuff here. Make sure you check out Ron's video for the KBO action. We got a 5-game KBO card tonight, so I'm sure he has a play there on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. All right, and the other thing, how about Fernando Mendoza? He tried to go out there and threw the first pitch, and he threw like a girl. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, my arm is about to fall off. I cannot throw anymore. I played, I was not a great athlete. I played rec softball pretty much my whole adult life until the pandemic. I'm retired, I think, now, even though I probably should get out there. But um, over the years, I've ruined my shoulder. I can't throw anymore. Don't put me in the infield because the ball will go. I have Steve Sachs syndrome at second base, and I can catch anything. I've got a great glove, but I have to play outfield because I can only throw, and not even that hard. I'm not saying the shoulder's dead, but I don't throw hard and far. It just goes accurate. I can throw more accurately from a far distance. It just is not a very hard throw. Second base, I can't even throw it to first base. It goes way off. But Fernando Mendoza went out there to throw the first pitch, and it was not pretty. I mean, you have to be worried a little if you're an NFL quarterback. Josh Allen was at the Sabres game chugging beers. I mean, they did it like a man. Fernando went out there and threw like a girl, and that's not good for a quarterback. Okay, yeah, Mr. Wesker. I am I have no power, and I never did, but I can hit it pretty much wherever I want, except against elite slow pitch softball pitching when it might be a little bit tougher. But you just get some regular old chap out there, and I can put it between the first base and second base every time, or between the third base and the shortstop. I used to blow up the pitcher until they changed the rules. Most leagues you can't hit it up the middle anymore in a line drive, or they call you out. A lot of leagues that I compete in, where I don't want to say I play in higher levels, but they put a little box in the middle so you can't blow up the pitcher, and that's half my game right there. Is I don't mean to blow up the pitcher, but I would hit it up the middle. Okay, let's get ready to go here. Otherwise, we're going to be here all night because we got a lot of games, but not too many here with the playoffs. So let's get it rolling and get it started here with the action for Wednesday. We'll start in the NBA, of course. Just 2 games in the NBA here on Wednesday. So get your pens, pencils, and rotation orders ready. It's time for the previews here. We'll go out to the Eastern Conference to get us started. I want, what I want to do, Cal Dog, is I think I could be a pickleball. I think pickleball might be my game. I've never played before, but I'm starting to watch. I watch that pickleball channel a little bit, so I know the rules of the game, and I really think I could get out there and maybe pickleball. It's real popular here in Vegas. I wonder if that's the sport for me for my golden years. Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Timmy. Tony's board. All right. By the way, I know what you mean. I did not do my going to Tony's leaderboard. I think that's what it was. Thank you. I got to go over to Tony's leaderboard, you guys. We can't start the show without that. Here we go. Thank you. I hope that's what he meant, because I don't want to take up any more of your time here, but I want to talk about the leaders over at Tony'sPicks.com. Let's go ahead and take a look at the handicapper leaderboards, see who's hot. I need you guys to produce the show out there. Otherwise Tony's going to crack on me here. He says, hey, Ramon, you can do a 3-hour show, but you got to promote the website. Come on. So let's take a look at who did well on Tuesday. And Solo Malone up there at 5-3 yesterday. Great job for Solo, up 3 units. So he hit some dog action there. Shane Mickle 4-2, up 2.5 units. Joey Tron won his 2 plays for today. There, I thought Joey did he. I wrote down. I like to write down the plays there from the cappers when we do the. Do the shows. I like to know what they're on. Tony T, 3-1 up there. Good winning day again for Tony. Mills Young won his only play, and I'm up there too at 5. And I think I had a few more plays in it. Let's go. Let's take a look. I know I had some winners here today. Let me go over to Tony'sPicks.com and take a look at my winners here for yesterday. Of course, there I am on all these sports. I really specialize in a lot of different sports. But let me see what we had here. I hit these props today for sure. I had Marcus Smart He had that big game. I had him over 18.5 PRA, and he had 34. I said Smart was very good in game one, had 15 points and 8 assists, so I think he can get this number for sure. Just a couple of rebounds, and I think his matchup here is pretty good. And it was, man, Smart was good in that game. Also, I had the Blue Jays and the Angels game to go under 9 there, and had that winner in there. Also, Pittsburgh and Texas had a winner there under 8.5 in that one. I won't take a victory lap here. I feel bad, but I did take Wemby under his. It's not the reverse, okay? You know how they give you your money back if your guy goes out of the game there early? I don't know if that DraftKings or whoever offered that tonight, but you win. If they go down and they're injured, you win. So I did hit here with Wemby, unfortunately. Uh, uh, I'll say it like that. Feel pretty bad that Wemby's out, but hey, I'll take the win with under his PRA. I went under 44.5 there in that one. Also, I had Montreal and Tampa Bay here under in that game. Also, I had PG, barely got this one home. Hopefully, subscribers were able to get the good number here. They probably did. I laid 106 at under 26.5, and PG finished with 26 PRA in there. So I did have that winner as well. Also, here with Houston in college baseball was a winner, and we also had Bettis and Urona over 2.5. So I think that was a few more winners than was. I think the props don't come up. I don't think the props populate that front scoreboard. That's what I think goes on there in that one. So we definitely had more winners than that. I think I was 8-5 there for the day if you look at it like that. Okay, Solo Malone in here. He's up 10 units over the last 7 days. Jorge Gonzalez continues to roll right now. Look at these numbers, 8-1 here over the last 7 days. Tom Reghard still cranking it here. What a job Tom's been doing a great job on the drive-through as well. 6 1/3 units of profit. Tony T, 60% over the last week here. Al Ninos, 67% over the last 7 days. Shane Mickle up nearly 3 units of profit. Damian Sosh over 2.5 units of profit despite just one game over because he's been hitting those dogs. Tony's Picks VIP in there in the green. Stephen Duncan in the green. Chris Adkins in the green. Joey Tron in the green. Look at everybody. Hollywood Sam in the green. Double Shooty and Kevin Thomas. Last 30 days, it's Nick Lagaretos up nearly 14 units of profit. Jorge Gonzalez, 67% over the last 30 days. David Racy with that high volume approach. I like to see that up over 8.5 units of profit. Tony T up there, 7 2/3 units of profit over the last 30 days. Double Shooties up over 7 units of profit. Ron Hahn, 6.5 units of profit. Shane Mickle up over 5.5 units of profit. Al Ninos up 4.5 units of profit. Tony's VIP account up there as well, and you can click on the premium picks tab and get the premium picks from the handicappers over at tonyspicks.com. Locked and loaded here for the action on Wednesday with the daytime action. You know, some cappers are ready to go here, including Al Ninos. He's got his MLB Wednesday Grand Slam locked and loaded over at tonyspicks.com. Tony T's got his NBA best bet ready to go for the action on Wednesday. Double Shooty has a 3-pack of MLB games here for the action on Wednesday night. David Racy has his afternoon best bet here and his MLB single in there. So check us out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Rod has his NHL one-timer for the playoff action here on Wednesday night. You can click on the All Cappers tab, find the handicapper of your choice, click on their handicapper profile page, and that's how you get signed up. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 15% off those premium pick packages, including mine here on Wednesday. Now we're ready to go, and you guys are ready to go, so we got a good group in here. Ready to get to the action here right now. And glory days, they'll pass you by. Glory days. Right, Mr. Weskers? All right. Greg's here as well. Just think I'm ready to go. You guys are ready to go for sure. Want to say hello to OGB Capping, ready to go. And I think we got everyone here. All right. Now we can get started here with the action on Wednesday night, the Orlando Magic are taking on the Detroit Pistons here, and hey, it's Orlando with the 1-0 lead as they were able to get that game one win, 112 to 101 to take a 1-0 series lead here right now over the Pistons. So Pistons have to draw it back and draw it up here to get this one. They're favored by 8.5. Total 219 here in this one with the Pistons and the Magic. So yeah, can the Pistons at least bounce back and win this next game? Orlando came in there and obviously did a great job in game one, and they're continuing to play well down the stretch. I mean, that's how they got to this point here. And so for the top seeded Pistons right now, you got big question marks about maybe just their overall confidence here coming in. Still, they've won 15 of their last 20 games overall. Detroit's gone 10-5 in their last 15 games against the spread. Orlando comes in here having covered 5 of their last 7 games. Orlando's gone under in 5 straight games, but Detroit's gone over in 8 of their last 12. 10 of the last 15 games between these two teams have gone under. The fairly semi-frequent opponents. Orlando's covered 9 of the last 13 meetings between the two teams overall. So let's see what you think in this one with Orlando with the 1-0 series lead. Is that enough to wake up Detroit here? Can they at least get the win? Jonathan Isaac comes in doubtful in this game for Orlando, but man, you got to give Orlando credit. You know, the one thing that Orlando has been doing here, it feels like right now, late in the season and in that first game, is they are playing with much more urgency. It just seems like they're playing a little bit quicker here right now. You see the total here at 219. I mean, that is definitely a move to the over here. Most of the books open maybe as low as 215.5 or so. A lot of them open 217, even some of them open to 216, but immediately bet up here. And I think that's where we're headed in this game to me. Look, Detroit's the better team, no question. They've got an elite defensive profile here, allowing 109.6 points per game, strong home form, of course. But, you know, this number may be inflated. It might be due to Orlando's current trajectory right now, but they're a good run here right now, winning and covering here. So, look, the matchup is historically tight. We just said Orlando does cover against Detroit, pretty nicely over the last several years. Detroit wins games, but they don't consistently blow teams out. Remember, that was kind of I don't want to say a complaint about Detroit at all this year. They did just enough to win a lot of games. There's no doubt about it. But the Pistons offense, I don't know if it's quite explosive enough right now to blow Orlando out, as this spread would suggest. They probably should win. They better win. I think we know that. But I'm going to go over here. My computer's telling me to go under a little bit, because, like I said, talking about some of the trends there. Not only that, both teams are in the top half defensively here and also in the bottom half in pace this season. But I don't think I'm seeing that right now from Orlando. I think I'm seeing a different mindset a little bit. An often overused term or question from the reporter, but I just mean the overall they're stepping it up. They are stepping up the pace. It feels like here. I think if you look at the trends, you think under here. I don't blame anyone if they don't, believe me here right now. And maybe I'll be wrong, but I'm going to go over with Orlando and Detroit here on Night Moves. I think that's the way. Orlando, they careful. I mean, they won the last game. They might get blowed out. And they might do it because they end up getting a little bit run out here if indeed the pace is a little bit hefty. Okay, let's see what you guys think, though, in this one right now with the Magic and the Pistons. Only Band says start with the hockey. Basketball is terrible. It's been good. I think the basketball, the playoffs have been better here so far. And yeah, we did see a couple of them lopsided, but we've seen these upsets now. A lot of times we've been sitting here in the NBA. I'm not talking. I'm just saying because Only Band said that. I'm serious about this. That um, we're not. I don't think we're seeing. Remember, we've seen in the past years sometimes in the playoffs, and yes, we've seen the big blowouts so far with a couple of these teams, but we saw some wins by these road teams, so I think that's good. Sports fan is here. Pistons against the spread for Mr. Weskers, unless Cade is going to miss the game. No, he's not going to miss the game. James says Denver. I think he's saying about taking Denver here again. Sports fan on the Pistons here. James Kelly, he likes the Wolves are on the money line there in their series bet. I think they're talking in there. All right. And OGB Captain Suggs is a difference maker. He'll get a couple of steals today. And where is right? I said that Cunningham maybe was being a little bit too unselfish. He still missed a lot of shots, but he was the only one that were able to hit any shots too. So they've got to obviously do better shooting the rest of them. Otherwise, Cunningham is going to take a lot of shots, I think. Okay. Hey, I want to say hello to Van Gray Malik Carjan. He says, do you watch cricket? Of course I watch cricket. When I'm up in the middle of the night, we got to watch cricket. All right. I do watch cricket, and I enjoy the Big Bash League is my favorite. I do, check out. Hey, when you get Willow, you get 2 channels of Willow. You got to be watching some cricket, okay? Shaq is here. He's going to go with the under, and the Augie's going to go with the under. I'm going with the over. Only Bands is going to bet $100,000 on Oklahoma City to win it all. How about that? And let's see, Free Indeed, Orlando, money line zigzagging it. Fan Grace is what do you like the most? Well, my favorite all-time team internationally actually is the West Indies. Just because when I started, back in the day when I saw cricket for the first time, I mean, you had Gale. I mean, these guys were just massive guys. I love those maroon uniforms, and I just thought West Indies was just great. I know it's been a long, it was not the same West Indies, that's for sure, but I still like watching West Indies cricket. Why not? Windies. All right, I think that's it from you guys in that one. I'll take the over with Orlando and Detroit. Okay, next up is the Suns taking on the Thunder. And, hey, you got to give Thunder credit. They're favored by 17.5. They haven't won the game yet, but they're a big favorite here. They won the first one, obviously. Like I said, while we have had some close games here in the playoffs, the first game between these two was not close. It was a 35-point blowout for OKC. For some reason, I thought that Phoenix was going to be able to hang in the game there with Phoenix, but with that Phoenix was going to be able to hang in the game there with OKC. I mean, the thing is that Phoenix has been a good cover. I mean, what can you say? They've been a very, very good cover this season. So I just thought, so many points, and I know that. Look, I was the one that stuck with Phoenix a little bit down the stretch when everyone was kind of abandoning them in the second half of the season and said that they were going to end up not making the playoffs or anything like that. And they actually finished relatively strong and made the play in, but they weren't ready. They were not ready for prime time there in that first game and the absolute blowout loss. there. But let's see what you guys think here. Let's get to talking about this one and see if maybe the Phoenix can hang in one of these here. But they've failed to cover in 8 of their last 10 games overall, and Oklahoma City has covered 5 of their last 7. Oklahoma City's also covered 9 of the last 12 meetings between the two teams. 6 of the last 8 meetings between the two teams have gone over, and well, probably could go over, I would think, here again in this one. Even at 215.5, the number might suggest an under here right now. But look, the last one went under when it was a blowout. I don't expect a 35-point blowout in this game. Maybe Oklahoma City gets it done and crushes them again. It does feel like all of a sudden Phoenix is a little bit overmatched. And while we have seen a few of these teams pull off some stunners now here in the last games yesterday, I don't know if Phoenix is quite in that category, even though I've been riding them here certainly a little bit here down the stretch. Like, look, they were a money-making team. There's no doubt about that. But let's see what you have here in this one. Oklahoma City's been dominant. They own Phoenix as well. We won 10 of the last 12 meetings between the two teams here, and with the total here in the mid 210s, and Oklahoma City coming off 35-point win. I do have my concerns about Phoenix even staying in this game once again. My ratings have it at 14, pretty much similar to what the last game was, but let's see what you guys have in the chat. I'm probably ready to cross that line and just take a blowout here after learning my lesson. If the spread zigzags, I'll be in trouble. But let's see what you guys have to say about this one. I don't even know if Phoenix can get that back door here with the blowout script likely. I don't know if that favors the dog at all. Even if Oklahoma City does empty the bench, the Thunder can still win comfortably and cover this number. Let me go to the chat here. The Thunder have been going over. The series have been going over, and OKC averaging almost 220 points per game. Why, if it's going to go, I think it's going to be a higher score. I mean, I kind of like it over. And if that's going to be the case, I think it's a blowout. All right, let's see what you got here. Anybody going with the Suns here? I felt like I just made a bad error, in that last game trying to take the Suns there. Mr. West are going to run it back with OKC. And so's Greg here. Sports fans going to take him in the first half. Here's Cal Dog going over. I think James, I might be overthinking it in the last game, or is you thinking over? Take the over, or am I overthinking it now, or was I overthinking it before? The Suns just need 100, says Cal Dog. I think he says to cover the spread, right? If it's say it's 115 to 100, that's going to cover the spread. Okay, Suns are simply not a good team, says Mr. Weskers. All right. And, Oklahoma City, this is just like an appetizer for them, right? So they could almost cover with these guys with one arm tied behind their back the way they're going here right now. So, look, I just was kind of a little bit intimidated that the Suns had won a couple of games off them this year. Yeah, they beat them one time when all the Thunder players were out. I get that. That wasn't part of the handicap for me or anything. But also, you look at these couple of injuries here. What is Phoenix going to do? Jordan Goodwin is going to be questionable here, and I don't know if he's going to make this lineup, and that is more important than you might think, or maybe you do agree with me. And now Grayson Allen, look, he's going to get more run for sure. I mean, if you might even look at the props with Grayson Allen here in this game, if Goodwin, I know the books will adjust it, but they're not going to adjust it enough. I think if Goodwin's out, I think Grayson Allen is going to be able to get whatever they assign his numbers at in this game. I don't know if I'd take it. I'd probably rather just try to look for some OKC guys and go over with their numbers here. But I'll go ahead and take Oklahoma City here to get this another blowout win. It won't be by 35, but it might be by 20. All right, let's see here. Yep. Oh, no problem. James, over on the game. Yeah. Um, I can't believe I might be on over on both games tomorrow. And Northwestern surprised Grayson Allen has been around in the league this long. And maybe the Warriors would have given a better game here. Timmy says SGA's points, he'd have to hit that in 3 of 4s. Is that, let me see. I'd probably, if I look to the props tomorrow, look, I swept my props here at Tony's Picks tonight. So I probably will have what I've been playing here on Tony's are props in the NBA playoffs here. I think there's good value in there. Young Mooch, me and Young Mooch, we're going to go over in both games tomorrow. That's it for the NBA. Thank you, guys. Great job. Going to move to the puck here for Only Bands. Hopefully Only Bands is here, ready to go. I'm going to share, hopefully Only Bands to share some picks with us. It's not all about me, right? Okay, let's go here. Okay, hey, look at this. Wow. The Philadelphia Flyers are 2-0 leaders over the Penguins here right now. And now they're favored by only $1.20 now. Okay, maybe Pittsburgh, maybe the Flyers only play well on the road right now, and at home it'll go the other way. But Pittsburgh would have to end a losing streak here. They were losing before the playoffs even got started. They were struggling with a losing streak before we got to this point, and now all of a sudden, is Pittsburgh just burning up in outer space here, or they're going to fall to the Flyers here right now in this one because the Flyers are playing well. They were on a winning streak before. Philadelphia's won 5 straight. Pittsburgh has lost 5 straight. Philadelphia here has won 5 of their last 6 games at home. They've also won 6 out of the last 9 meetings between the two teams. Pittsburgh's gone over in 10 of their last 11 games on the road and over in 15 of their last 20. 6 of the last 8 meetings between the two teams here in Philadelphia have gone under, but we're seeing Pittsburgh going over all the time, and this game's 5.5 over 20. Like all of a sudden, is it how is it going to go? Is it Pittsburgh's going to play well enough and keep this one? I would guess it would behoove the Penguins to try to keep this as a low-scoring game, I think. But man, the Flyers here are looking so good all of a sudden. They look like an instant contender in the Eastern Conference. And unfortunately for Pittsburgh, they're just, they might be blowing dust in the wind here right now. Philadelphia, the sharper side. They've been consistently handling Pittsburgh in this matchup. The Penguins, this is a clear downturn at this point. Their offense feels like it's still producing, but the defense has slipped, in my opinion. So I'm wondering about this 5.5, actually, especially with Pittsburgh on the road. Okay, it's the playoffs. I mean, we're supposed to have lower scoring games, but the total's only 5.5, right? So there's a lot of defensive leaks, it feels like, for the Penguins, even though Philly does trend under at home versus Pittsburgh. It feels like the current form and pace point towards chances both ways. I think if the Penguins push the tempo like they may feel like they need to do, I don't know. I mean, I'm just a guy in a YouTube box, but if they do that, then the Flyers are going to end up capitalizing, and then they're going to beat this team, and it's going to be an over. It's going to be 4-2 for sure. So let's see what you have here in this one. Maybe it'll be 3-3. It is Flyers and Penguins after all. but the Flyers, definitely have turned it up defensively, and I think that's been kind of their key. But still, let me go to the chat and see what you guys have in this one because. Look, I don't want to say it's too easy. $1.20 here in Philadelphia has looked outstanding in these, in these games overall right now. Here we go. All right. Oh man, OnlyBand says goal scorer prop here. Oh, I didn't come with a goal scorer prop. OnlyBands, man. Oh, let's see here. Right, Mr. West is just so bored with the hockey. All right, Cal Dog going over here. Penguins money line here for OnlyBands. Timmy's going with the Penguins and even money. You guys are ready to bounce back here with the Penguins. Andrew Case and Ramon just said behoove. Penguins money line for Cal Dog. Man, you guys are all over the Penguins. I'm going to move to the total. I don't want to go against the chat here on the show. Flyers money line. Okay, Greg says Flyers, though. There is a Flyers sighting in there. James says it is a must-win for the Penguins. You got to get one, right? I mean, come on. They're not going to beat their rival here 4-0, are they? I'll go over here in this one. Maybe it's a sucker play here at 5.5 for a square like me. But let me go over here. You guys are too strong on Pittsburgh, man. 3-1 in there a little bit. OnlyBands also here. Penguins and under, though. It says OnlyBands there in that one. So, okay, OnlyBands, man, I owe him a prop scorer there, but and James says Philly's been playing hard, difficult on back-to-back team on a losing streak. Look, Pittsburgh's not as bad as they've looked right now, it feels like, right? And the Flyers, this has been, but look, Flyers only $1.20. I think that's probably what's got my attention here. So I'll take the over, though, because got a lot of Pittsburgh support. And, hey, I get it. But the Flyers have been looking so good, even before this streak right now. So, all right, it's a big rivalry. Let's move on here. Oh, one more here because we've got Shaq. We got to have, maybe Shaq is going to be, we need his own. Like, I always thought I wanted to do like a Jim Cramer type of show when I could have a bunch of sound effects, We could have Shaq. Who is the man? All right, Flyers going to sweep, says Greg. Let's move on here. Game number 2 on the card here with Dallas taking on Minnesota. Dallas bounced back big time last time and looked good in that game, 4-2. They were destined to win that one after dropping the first one 6-1. It makes this game even more intriguing here now on Wednesday night as the series shifts here to Minnesota for game number 3 here in this one. Let's see what you're thinking here with these two for Dallas here. They come in here still, we think they look bad coming in, but it's still Dallas has been on a little bit of a good run here. It just was that first game that ended up, kind of biting them there a little bit. Losing 6-1 when they came in there playing pretty well, actually, into the game. So it just was a little bit awkward that they got blown out there because they had been playing so well, actually, before that. So let's see, though, how you have it here, though, with the Dallas and taking on Minnesota. In Minnesota this time, Dallas 6-1 in their last 7. Good balance offensively in that last game. Better recent consistency, I think, than Minnesota down the stretch. Minnesota had been losing a few games down the stretch to teams like St. Louis and to Nashville. The Wild have been shaky, really. They've lost 4 of their last 6 overall, while home ice does matter. Dallas has owned this matchup. Really, they've won 11 of the last 16 games between the two teams overall. Both teams kind of been trending towards higher scoring recently. Uh, Dallas over in 5 of their last 7, and 4 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams have gone over. However, Minnesota's home games when they've played Dallas have leaned under for sure. So I don't know. I think the current form does kind of give it to the over here, but if it is 6, it is 6 under 20 for the most part. Oh man, that makes it tough because 5.5. I mean, in the playoffs, I'm always buying a half a goal here and there, and I might even prefer to do that and go over here. But I'm going to take Dallas in this one at plus money here, plus 105 or so. I like Dallas in this one. Let's see what you guys have here in this matchup, game number 3 right now, and see what you think. Minnesota here got a couple of injuries. Zuccarello questionable. Also, Trinan is questionable. So I think we got Wallstat in there and Ottinger. Here comes some comments from the chat right now. Only Bands is looking for a player prop in this one. And let's see here. Greg said, let's see. I keep thinking about Shaft in there. Who is the man? Cal Dog likes the Stars. Only Band likes Wild Money Line. And also overtime and under for Only Bands. Greg likes the under here. And James, yeah, the Wild have the injuries here. Just a couple of injuries of note. Two players really. And what does the computer say in this one? Great call there. I think I'm kind of riding with my own pick here, but I think I had it right here. Computer's kind of neutral right now, I think, on this one. That's why I'm going with my opinion. I think mostly on this one. I like the Stars here. I think that first game, I don't want to say, I felt like it was an outlier here. Minnesota's actually won 3 of the last 5, I think, between the two teams overall. So I'm going to go with the Stars here on the road. And for real, Kev's ready to talk Anaheim here. And let's go to it. Let's go to that Anaheim game with the Ducks on the road, taking on the Oilers here in this game number 2. Remember, these guys are a game behind everybody because they started later. So this is Oilers leading 1-0 here coming into this one. Let's see what you guys think here with the matchup between the Ducks and the Oilers here on Wednesday night. You know, Anaheim was struggling big time here, so no wonder they lost game 1. They had lost now 9 of their last 11 games coming in. They played well. They covered the puck line, lost 4-3. So I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for playing hard in that game, but they've still lost 14 of the last 19 games to Edmonton overall. Anaheim just 1-4 in their last 5 games on the road here. Edmonton's gone 8-4 straight up in their last 12 games overall. It's all overs, really. I mean, look, they scored 7 goals in the first one. You got Anaheim having gone over in 8 of their last 10 games overall. Edmonton's gone over in 5 of their last 7 at home and 4 of their last 6 overall. 15 of the last 20 meetings between these two teams have gone over. And Anaheim games are consistently high scores here right now, and this series has been an over machine. So Yeah, Edmonton has an occasional home under streak here, but this matchup historically opens up. It's the playoffs, so do have to take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. But the Ducks defense just can't contain elite offenses, and I think that's what you have with the Edmonton Oilers. Kind of a mismatched profile right now with Anaheim in this bad streak here, and Edmonton's dominated the matchup, so I'm kind of worried about Anaheim in this game actually here, especially after they were able to hang there in the first one. But I'm not so sure now. So let's see what you guys think in this one. If it's an Oilers win, it's usually typically on the puck line when these two teams have met. So let's see what you have here from the chat in this one. And it's going to be Ducks on the puck line here for Cal Dog. Kev for real Kev says Oilers got the Dostals giving up too many goals here. And says when you bet the Ducks, you're just rattling your nerves. Only bands here is on the puck line. And did I not have the line up there? Oh, thank you guys. Shame on me there. I'm going to call it 180. 180 or so, 6.5. Oh, that total. No, that's not right. It's got to be, it's about, I'm going to call it 6.5 over 40. I think I've got a 6.5 over 40 right now. You could see some sevens here, but it's pretty much 6.5 over 40 across the board. It feels like coming into this one, and I know that's a high price here, and maybe Anaheim will have trouble scoring. But heck, is that it from you guys here in the chat? Bovada is at 7 under 25, so they're not messing around. Okay. For real, Kev wants these games to be a 1-1 tie. Greg says under. The goalie's been working hard. James Kelly says Draisaitl will look good here in his return. And Timmy's got Granlund for an ATG. And Edmonton in regulation here for only bands. That'll keep that price down there a little bit, huh? All right. Hey, it's real tough sometimes to lay these 180s for sure right now. I'll just take the over in this one. Anaheim stayed in their last game, got that puck line here, and I'm just not too fond of laying these big prices right now. Look, remember what we were saying during the regular season. There definitely were more games where teams were staying within the one goal, even avoiding sometimes the empty netters and things like that. When you get to the playoffs, we already said, you look at how many of these games get to 2-2 right now, and the game just stops. So, it's tough to win a game by 2 goals, especially in the playoffs. All right, that's it for hockey. Should be a great card on Wednesday night. First round, man. We're into it now. We're getting into the third game in some of these. Okay, let's go to baseball. We've got a great 15-game card with day games here. Getaway day. And let's get to it. We've got a great card here. The notes out. And I want to hear from you guys in the chat. Here we go. We're going to start early at noon Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific time with the Cardinals are going to take on the Miami Marlins. You got Kyle Leahy here going for the Cards and Jansen Junk, and there for the Marlins for Junk. 4.5 ERA, 0-2 record. Leahy 5.21 ERA, and a 2-2 record here for Leahy coming into this one for St. Louis here. Playing well, man. They won 6 of their last 7 games overall, 4-1 in their last 5 on the road. The Marlins have dropped 8 of their last 11 coming into this one. Miami's gone over in 13 of their last 20. However, 5 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone under, including 4 of the last 6 games here in Miami. St. Louis has gone over in 7 of their last 10 games. Miami has gone over in 8 of their last 12 games at home. So St. Louis here on getaway day taking on the Marlins. St. Louis did win yesterday's game by the score of 5-3. However, the Marlins did win game number 1 by the same exact score. So let's see what you have here in this one, as the Marlins are hosting the Cardinals here to get our card started on Wednesday. The Miami, I don't know, they might be a little bit more stable at home right now, and Junk might actually profile here a little bit better. Junk a 1.32 whip. Leahy, meanwhile, 1.53 whip coming into this one. Not a huge edge, but despite some overtrends, this matchup has basically been kind of an under game. Miami's bullpen is really starting to round into shape here a little bit right now. 3.17 ERA here, which is far superior to St. Louis, who has not been getting it in gear at all right now at 5.34. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Marlins here in this one. A little bit of a favorite here right now, but the bullpens look good. I think I prefer Junk. Got some junk in the trunk here. So let's see what we got. I'm going to take the Marlins here to win one here. Cardinals have been great, no doubt about it. 14-9 right now, 7-4 on the road, 13-8 as an underdog here. So this doesn't feel like much of a bargain anyway. But I'm going to take the Marlins. Okay, here we go. Cardinals. Hey, Key. Hello to Key. Wow, what a pleasure to have Key in here. Cool. Making a pick with us. Thank you, Key. Really appreciate that. Love when a new chat pro comes in. Timmy Chushu says Marlins team total over, and only bands likes cards or the over here. And free and deeds and live betting games is great. That's where you get the plus money. Junk is junk, but poor Junk. Cards for Greg here, cards for Cal Dog. I feel like I'm going to be on an island here. Only Man says the public's on the Marlins. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I'm so public. I don't like to be public. All right, I'm on the Marlins here. I guess I'm public in this one. Give me the Marlins, $1.35. It's a free play on this show. It's not going as a premium, that's for sure. Marlins will score but won't win, says Greg. Houston Astros and Cleveland Guardians getaway day here from Cleveland with Peter Lambert on the mound here for Houston. For Lambert, comes in here with a 7.2 ERA and 0-1 record. Tanner Bybee, 4.8 ERA, 0-2 record so far. Bybee not quite what we expect from the Cleveland right-hander so far. Cleveland's won 3 of their last 4 games coming in. They beat Houston here 8-5 yesterday. They lost the opener, remember, 9-2. So we got the rubber match here in this one with Cleveland favored $1.40 coming into this one. Cleveland has won 6 of their last 8 games at home and 4 of their last 6 overall. Houston still having some struggles despite winning a game here. Lost 5 of their last 6 overall, 9 of their last 10 on the road. Houston's also lost 5 of the last 6 games against Cleveland. Houston's gone over in 5 straight games, while Cleveland's gone over in 4 of their last 5, and 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone over. So let's see what you think here in this one. Cleveland in a pretty strong profile spot here. The better form, the home edge. Houston struggling badly. Cleveland just came back with those 6 runs when it looked like they were going to lose one, and they came back and winning it, won it 8-4. Houston's got a weak bullpen as well statistically right now, so it is $1.40 after all. So let's see though what you think here in this one. Both teams are trending over. I think Houston's bullpen is a liability, as I said. I mean, they got a 5.91 ERA coming in here right now. This game could get away from them again if they're not careful. Let's see what you have here in this one. Houston now 9-16, one of the worst records in the league. Is it the worst record right now? 9-16. Cleveland 14-11, 8-4 at home, 7-4 as a favorite. Cleveland just 2-10 on the road here. Cleveland is 7-3 to the over in their last 10. Houston is 7-1-1 to the over as an underdog here, and well, they're definitely an underdog. So give me the over in this one with Houston and Cleveland here. I don't know if I don't want to necessarily lay $1.40 on the show. I definitely think Cleveland is probably worth it here and probably will be able to do it. Let's see what you have though here. And Timmy says it's the winning side, and everyone is cheering for the winning side, and the people leave their homes to join the winning side, and they've got all the right answers. Cal Dog's on the over here. Mr. Weskers is on the Astros. Andrew's going to go under in this game for $50 billion. Bybee doesn't have a win, but the whips are all over the place in this one. Not the whips and chains, but the Lambert here, a 1.6 whip coming into this one. Meanwhile, for Bybee, 1.52 whip. Let it whip. Guardians for Greg. And only Bands is going to take the Astros, though. And Timmy says maybe Cleveland there. All right, I'll take the over. Reds and Rays going to wrap it up here in Tampa. And, interesting series here, but it's been all the Reds so far. Man, the Reds, go figure, these guys are unstoppable right now with this winning streak, and improved to 16-8 here right now. Hey, the Big Red Machine going off here. 10-2 on the road, 12-6 as an underdog, making Tampa Bay's 12-11 record seem just average, which it is. For the Rays here, Nick Martinez. Nick Martinez been okay so far. 2.55 ERA, 1.23 whip. Coming in for Brandon Williamson, 4.35 ERA, 1.35 whip with the Reds, and that great bullpen right now. Clutch offense as well. Good job here by Cincinnati. They've won the 5 in a row. They've won 10 of their last 10-2 on the road. They've also won 5 straight against Tampa Bay. Tampa's lost 4 of their last 5 coming in. Reds have gone over in 10 of their last 14 games. Tampa's gone over in 7 of 10 coming into this one. The teams are combined to go 28-17 to the over so far. Tampa's 15-7 to the overall for this season. I will mention, though, 8 of the last 9 meetings between the two teams have gone under, although yesterday's game was an obvious over with a 12-6 final there. Tampa's gone over in 8 of their last 11 games at home. So let's see what you got here in this one. The Rays, you know, supposed to be the better team of it, I think, this season right now, but give a lot of credit to what we're seeing from the Reds here. Both teams trending over. Cincinnati's offense is rolling. Tampa's bullpen's a bit shaky, 5.7 ERA coming in, and I think the environment might favor the scoring here in this one. Let's see what you guys think with the Reds and the Rays here on Getaway Day. Reds for Cal Dog. Timmy's got the over here. Reds for Andrew, Rays for Mr. Weskers. We're all over the place here. Timmy might like Tampa here because the Reds just want to go home. They're safe at home. All right. Well, I got to make my call on this one here with the Reds and the Rays. You guys are a mixed bag, it feels like, right there in the chat right now. So, I'm going to keep rolling right now with these Reds. I think it's too much fun for the Reds right now. Keep it going. I'm going to take them at a little bit of plus money to keep going here, get the win. Martinez has been solid. Williamson definitely is not the doesn't quite match up with those stats here right now, but I'm going to try the Reds again. They're just good vibes. Reds need to finish the job, says Greg. Okay. And Key's got the Reds as well. Reds for the sweepage, he says. Thank you, Key. Martinez does look better. Look, I like Nick Martinez. I think he's a durable pitcher. Definitely, what you're getting out there with him. It's not always pretty, but look, those numbers are pretty solid here. I think Tampa has done a nice job to get him here. I know I'm going with the Reds here, but probably just because it's $1.40 there, right there. I'll take plus $1.20. Next up, the Orioles are on the road against the Royals, and what a wild one we saw there on Tuesday night with Kansas City getting that win. Man, what a wild one that turned out to be. Baltimore led it 3-1. It was tied 3-3 after 5. Royals took the lead there late. Orioles came back to take their own lead. Then it was tied up going to the bottom of the ninth inning, and it was the Royals getting the win 6-5 here on Tuesday night. So the Royals grabbed that. Royals grabbed that one to end their losing streak because they were really in a bit of a slump for sure. Kansas City broke an 8-game losing streak to win for the first time in 9. Baltimore's, though, 2-6 in their last 8 overall, and they've lost 7 of 10 against Kansas City. Bassett here has not looked good, 6.18 ERA and an 0-2 record. Meanwhile, for Waka, comes in here with a 1.0 ERA and a 2-0 record, and look, I mean, it's very solid. This is Waka, 0.78 whip here, and if anything's going to dictate this game, it's going to be Waka. He's got a definite advantage here in this one. Baltimore's gone over in 4 of their last 5 and over in 5 of their last 7 on the road. Kansas City's gone over in 4 of their last 6 games coming in, and 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone over here. Waka's got a big edge on the mound. Baltimore's slide, KC's been ugly, no doubt about it, but I think here you've got the big advantage. Kansas City's got a bad bullpen, but Waka's going to be able to run much deeper. Baltimore's bullpen isn't very good either, so this one might find its way over the total here, but I'm just going to take Kansas City here at $1.35, $1.40 to get it done with Waka and pick up a victory here. It's too big of an advantage for Waka, I believe. Here we go with some of the plays in this one. Timmy says Bassett, those bad numbers there. Timmy says go under, Waka will mow him down. Doesn't mean the Royals are going to score, though, he says, against Bassett here. Bassett pitches like he's blind, says Mr. Weskers. All right. All right, another getaway day game here from Anaheim as Toronto comes in here with a 3-game winning streak. They found somebody they could beat. We've been on them here a little bit with Toronto. Eric Lauer, 7.13 ERA, 1-3 record. Jose Soriano here. Somehow has a 0.28 ERA this season and a 0.73 whip. He's been actually the best pitcher in baseball. Here he's also 5-0 for this Angels team that we're starting to see the Angels' true colors here. 11-14 overall and a 4-game losing streak, but you got a true stopper here right now in Soriano. Even if the Blue Jays have found their way against him here, winning both games 5-2, 4-2 coming in, you're going up against a man here who really is dealing. And his 160 might even be a little bit too high for some folks. You got to come back down to earth eventually, I would think. But he has been dominant. So that's just what you got to wrestle with, I think, in this one. Toronto's won 6 straight games against the Angels. Overall, the Angels have lost 6 of their last 7 at home and 4 of their last 5 overall. Toronto's won 12 of the last 15 meetings here at the Big A. Toronto's dropped 12 of their last 18 overall. They've gone under in 5 of their last 7. The Angels have gone under in 4 of 5, and 5 straight meetings between these two teams have gone under. Angels have gone under in 7 of 10, and they're 1-2 to the under as a favorite here. Soriano's going to deal. Lauer may be able to lower some of his numbers here. And, just will the Angels kind of have enough offense? I'm going to go with the under in this one. Angels better win, but is the offense going to be able, even against Lauer, to get enough here to make it comfortable at $1.60? That's the problem here, I think, with that price, and the fact that Toronto does dominate this matchup historically. The Angels, what can you say? They're in poor form. Lauer is attackable for the Angels here. Both teams trending under. Neither offense is in peak form. So I think I'm going to go under here in this one. Let's go to the chat here. This matchup, Blue Jays and Angels. And I think Cal Dog says Fozzie Bear Waka Waka. Mr. Wesker's on the Angels here. Andrew K likes the Jays. Cal Dog, Angels. Timmy says going to have a disgusting money line parlay with the Guardians, the Rays, and the Angels. Which one is going to blow it? I think he's worried there. Cal Dog is on the Rays in the game against the Rays. Or no, he's maybe saying which team's going to blow it. All right, this one I'll take the under here. I don't know if the line's going to go down. I don't know if it's going to make it any more comfortable to take the Angels here in this matchup, but it doesn't look like Soriano is, he's off to a hot start. I don't think we're looking like, hey, he's going to, yes, he will regress, but it does look like he's headed for a very strong season here. He looks very, very good. All right, next up, we've got the Athletics here taking on the Mariners in another day contest here with Aaron Savali going for the Athletics. For the Mariners here, it's Gilbert going for Logan Gilbert, a 4.03 ERA, 1-3 record. Savali, 3.54 ERA and a 2-1 record. The A's won again last night over the Mariners. Raleigh had a shot in there, but man, the A's have won it 5-2. They've got the better record for sure on these guys. 13-11, while the Mariners are languishing at 10-15 right now. They are 9-7 at home, but 9-13 is a favorite. And the A's are 8-6 on the road, 10-8 as an underdog. They just beat them in 2 straight here right now. Oh, the Mariners, I mean, not a great start. A's have won 7 straight on the road, 10 of their last 14 overall, and 5 of the last 7 against the Mariners right now. And you're getting $1.60 here with these guys. Come on. Seattle's lost 6 of their last 8. Yes, they've They've won at home. They're a little bit 6 of their last 9. 6 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Seattle's gone under in 4 of their last 6, but the A's have gone over in 6 of their last 7 coming in. However, the A's are also 3-10 to the under on the road and 6-11 to the under here as a dog. So I'm taking the A's here at least on the run line in this one. It's not the best price, but why not? I mean, the Mariners going to be hard enough just to win the game, and it's going to be a low score. I mean, come on, this is 4-3 or less every time. I think right now. Give me the Athletics here in this one, in this day game, and they are minus $1.35 on this run line, but I'll take them here in this one. Give me the A's on the run line here, and I'll be finding a way to that under, I think, for sure here in this one. Let's go to the chat and see what you have to say with the A's and the Mariners here. As hot as Oakland is, Seattle does have, Gilbert going, and that might be enough for some since, I don't think anybody's really trusting Aaron Savali too much. I kind of do. Yes, his numbers are a little bit better right now. And look, Savali's not over the hill or anything. I mean, if anything, he's, the A's have done, like I said, they're going to continue to get better personnel. Aaron Savali, you got to pay him a little bit of money, even if he's not, a dominating pitcher out there. This is a buy low spot on the Mariners if you did want to do it, but I just don't trust them here right now the way they're going. I'd much rather go, if you had maybe to the total. Sorry, gang, but the bullpens both teams really strong so far in the bullpens this season. You got two teams that are right near the top of the best bullpens. Seattle, they're eighth. They're eighth or ninth. I guess it's not near the top 3.5 ERA coming in, and Oakland here 4.33, but still in the top half. How's that? Let's see what you got here in this one. Cal Dog is on the A's here. Mr. Westwood says, I don't know how people see this Mariners as a good team. I think maybe the last year's performance. I mean, it had a catcher who hit, 60 home runs. Andrew K on the under. A's run line going to turn into a parlay, says Timmy. And maybe Ken Griffey will be taking pictures here. Ken Griffey he has had some good pictures there. Mr. Western says Mariners are terrible, that they lost in the playoffs. They're as bad as the Astros. Key is here. He says A's run line or money line. He likes the A's here. Some volley here. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, maybe I get a little tired. All right. That might be it for everyone in this one. Let's see. Yep. And how is Cal's batting average, says Mr. Weskers, right? I mean, Cal has just been, hit a home run or nothing for Cal, and that's not what you want. That's not what you need. Hitting a $161 right now, that's not good. Crawford is not hitting at this point. J-Rod 222. Naylor's a joke at 174. Rosarena and Rayleigh, the only guys that are doing anything in Canzone, also maybe a little bit here, but Mariners bats are just inconsistent. Tough to lay these prices, says James, with these Mariners. Give me the A's on the run line. Let's move into evening action here now with the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Detroit Tigers. Brewers put up 12 yesterday in a 12-4 win for Milwaukee, as Milwaukee improved here to 13-9 right now, continuing to play well and good offense. Chad Patrick goes in this one for Milwaukee, 0.94 ERA. Casey Mize, 2.77 ERA for Detroit. Two good statistical pitchers going at it here. The trends might show a little bit of over here, though, with these two teams right now. Milwaukee 13-9 to the over. Detroit is 5-8 to the under as a favorite, so I do stand corrected there a little bit. But Milwaukee's won 5 of their last 6 games, and they've won 6 of the last 8 meetings with Detroit. Detroit's won 8 of their last 11 still here, though, and 6 of their last 7 at home, but they did split that series in Boston, remember, 2-2, and did get blown out. This is a middle game of the series here. That was the first game yesterday of the series, a 12-4 victory for Detroit. Milwaukee's been playing pretty well here. They've gone over in 6 of their last 9 on the road. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone over when playing here in Detroit. Detroit's gone over in 4 of their last 6. 5 of the last 7 meetings between the two teams have gone over altogether here. Detroit's strong at home. They're still in good form. Milwaukee's done a nice job, but Detroit's the team that's under pressure a little bit since they are here so far, only just a 500 team. Milwaukee's got the better record. Both teams kind of trending over here right now. And both offenses are capable of pushing this total despite a pretty hot pitching matchup with Patrick and Mize. Let me go to the chat maybe before I make my call on this one, because this feels a little tougher here because, look, Detroit should be better, right? They're 8-2 at home. This is where they're showing their strength. And but Milwaukee's able to grab that first one and put up some big numbers there yesterday. Let's see what you got in the chat here. Okay. Detroit here for Timmy. Tigers for Mr. Weskers. James says Detroit got destroyed yesterday with those Milwaukee bats. Tigers are over for Cal Dog. Mr. Weskers says Brewers are a crummy organization that always loses. And let's see, Andrew's on the under. Timmy's going to go over here. I think Timmy already heard I was on the over, and I didn't even say I'm on the over yet. At least not on this show. Maybe he's already seen some of my other shows out there. Okay. James doesn't trust Patrick, but even with those incredible numbers so far, 1.16 whip, that's not incredible, but 0.94 ERA is pretty good. Yeah, it's tough, Timmy, because, look, these pitchers are good, but that was a big performance by Milwaukee offensively there yesterday. So I think the Sharps are on the over, but I don't know if I'm going to I'm not sure I believe it. All right. Did Don Rickles have a lot of shows, Mr. Weskers? He was just on Johnny Carson all the time, wasn't he? All right. Well, I got to make my call here on this one. Look, the Brewers here in a pretty good roll right now after scoring 12 runs yesterday. I'm going to come back here with the Brewers with Chad Patrick as an underdog. Give me the Brewers at Detroit right now. Detroit's got to find themselves a little bit. Okay, here we go. No, so did I. I've had a lot of failed shows. I've been kicked off of every show on sports betting YouTube. No wonder they shipped me out to the 3 a.m. slot. Just kidding. I asked for it. Okay, the Braves and the Nationals here in this one. Braves on the road, favorite here, $1.45. And look, it's been a great situation here for the Braves right now. Yes, they did lose finally to Washington yesterday, as Washington was able to grab a win here. Good job by Washington, 11-4. They did smack them around a little bit, and Braves could stand to lose a game or two. Come on, they're 16-8 right now, 8-4 on the road. Washington just 3-8 at home. Of course, it was another over because they always go over right now with Washington and this offense. Man, they're good. Remember what Washington? They're always getting off to quick starts. The top of that lineup is so good. You're always dealing from a deficit when you play Washington. It seems like now you will pass them. You're like Zenyatta. You come from behind on Washington and come flying in the lane and beat them in the end. But if they get out there on the pace and they get a big lead, they can hold on. For Washington here, they're 17-7 to the over right now, 9-2 to the over at home. Atlanta's 7-5 to the over on the road, so you got to think we're going to see some runs here. Perez, 2.21 ERAs look good for Martin Perez, 0.93 WHIP. Done the job here, but for Washington, Zach Littell, 7.1 ERA, 1.74 WHIP in this one. So probably going to just go to the total here. I kind of want to try Washington again, but Perez has been pretty solid. So it's just that Atlanta's a top-tier team right now, and this Washington weak bullpen and starting pitching combo, maybe this is a spot for the Braves to get right back and win after losing yesterday. Washington games are so high scoring. Atlanta will come in and do some damage as well. Let me just go with the over here in this one. That seems like the sound thing to keep doing right now with this Washington team. Great offense, no doubt. No pitching. Okay, here we go. And Mr. Weskers wants to take Washington again here. And let's see here. I have a little technical issue with the Steam phone here. Don't want to miss any updates. Okay. Key says back on the Braves that Littell is bad. Zach Littell. And I'm so old that I watched Mark Littell pitch. Okay, Cal Dog here is on the Braves in this one. Let me just take the over with these two. Hey, we're moving along here, man. The show's going to be over soon. How about the Yankees and the Braves here with Max Fried, 2.97 ERA, 2-1 record coming in. He's up against Ranger Suarez, 3.22 ERA, 1-1 record. We know we've seen some pitching so far, and these games in Boston between these two, you think of these two teams, they should have all the hitting, but usually turns into a kind of a pitcher's game. Yankees won again yesterday to knock them off there, 4-0 in the series opener here as the Red Sox really couldn't get the bats going in that game. Yankees improved to 14-9. The Red Sox are 0-3 as underdogs this season. Yankees 6-4 on the road, 12-9 as a favorite here. Coming into this one, the Yankees have won 5 of 6 of their last 8 against Boston. Yankees have gone under in 5 of their last 7 and also under in 6 of their last 9 on the road. 6 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone under, and Boston's gone under in 11 of their last 15 games at home, dating back to last year. Even though they're just 4-7 to the under this year, Yankees are 3-6 to the under on the road in their last 9. I think this could be a pitcher's duel, don't you? Here in this one with Fried and Suarez. I mean, come on. Well, let's see what you guys think here. That might be too easy if everyone goes with the under. I'm probably going to go with the side. Let's see what you got here. At $1.40, $1.45 is it for the Yankees here? They're in better form. They've got the dominant head-to-head treads right now against the Red Sox, and heavy under for this, especially here at Fenway when these two teams meet. It's pretty much always an under. Okay, here we go. Let's see. We got some plays here. Yankees for Andrew. Just Jay's here. He's ready to try. He's ready for an MLB two-legger. Stay tuned right now, Jay. We're going to get it to you right here, right now. Cal Dog is on the over here. Timmy says got a contrarian over here in this one, yeah. And Mr. Wester says, that's a 140? 140 on the Yankees right there? Sox have the much better bullpen, says Mr. Westers. Yeah, so far so good here for Boston's 3.73 ERA, but the Yankees' ERA is just about 4 out of the bullpen. And is this the worst Boston team you've seen? No, come on, they'll get it going. Come on, they've got a better record here in their last few games. They're 5-5 in their last 10, so they got to be picking it up here a little bit right now. But yeah, it is Max Fried after all, and probably a little bit more of a sound option than Ranger Suarez. The Yankees are winning, so. All right, got to take something here. Give me the Yankees at $1.40 on the road over these Red Sox right now. I will take the Yankees. Okay, here we go. Gonna have to figure this out here with the Minnesota Twins here on the road. They're taking on the New York Mets here. All right. Connor Prelip looks like he's going to be going here for Minnesota here. So for Connor Prelip, one of the top prospects in the Twins organization, getting this start here in this one, and we'll see how it goes here. Number 5 prospect so far, left-handed pitcher here, Connor Prelip, number 5 prospect for the Twins here, 25 years old, drafted second round, 48th selection overall in 2022. So he's arriving here just in time right now, and he's just in time to face the New York Mets. How about it? The New York Mets do have Holmes going in this one, so Clay Holmes is a 1.96 ERA. The Mets have lost 12 in a row. Minnesota's been struggling. They had their moments, but the win over the Mets yesterday only broke a losing streak that the Twins were on, actually. Minnesota had lost 4 straight games. Minnesota has gone over in 8 of their last 10. Mets here have gone over in 5 of their last 6 at home against Minnesota. Minnesota's gone over in 5 of their last 6 games on the road coming into this one. No one wants the Mets at minus $1.60. Who in their right mind would do that right now, even with Holmes against a rookie? A rookie here in this one. Let's go to the chat and see what you guys have to say here with the Mets. $1.60 riding a 12-game losing streak. It's full of intrigue, isn't it? All right, here we go. Now, I think it's going to, Minnesota's probably going to be piecing together the pitching here in this one, it feels like. And there's no doubt, as much as you want to doubt the Mets here, Holmes has been decent. The Twins have been just as bad. It's just that the Mets are a joke, and what are you going to do? Here we go. Yeah, that was a great catch, Andrew, wasn't it? Kind of reminded me of myself. Fading the Mets has been fun. Mr. Wesker says Holmes is a dumpster fire. I don't know. These are good numbers. A 1.96 ERA, 109 WHIP. That's pretty decent. And for the Connor Pralep here, I mean, we'll see. I mean, they're going to have to, it's going to be kind of a bullpen game situation here, it feels like. A few more comments here from the chat. Mr. Wesker don't care about the stats. Key's not going in this game. Cal Dog says, I'll try the youngster here. Come on, we got a big, tall guy, left-handed here. Mets win, say Mr. Weskers, but not playing the run line. All right. Well, I got to make the call here, I guess. In this one, like you said, don't want any part, I'm sure, right now of a $1.60 favorite, even with Clay Holmes here in this one. So let's see what you guys think of here. See if there's any more here. It still feels like you want to take the Mets here with Holmes, but they find a way to lose every time right now. They're due to break out of it here at home eventually. Minnesota games do trend over. Mets pitching has been somewhat volatile here right now, but oh man, give me the under in this one with the Twins and the Mets. I'm going under. Yesterday's game, you look, it was 5-3. There did go over, but I'm going to go under in this one. Mets run line here for Timmy Tushu. He's got five on it. Next up, the Phillies are on the road here, taking on the Cubs. Matt Boyd. Matt Boyd comes in here with 6.75 ERA. For Philly here, Taijuan Walker is starting here. 9.16 ERA, 1-3 record coming in. Could be lots of runs here. Now, the Phillies could end up here with possibly an opener for Walker. It could be. Phillies were listing a pitcher here that's on their team here, Backus, actually, and he could get the opener here, I think. The Cubs have won 7 in a row. The Phillies have lost 7 in a row. Cubs are still $1.75 now. Sure, I mean, they're not that much better than the Phillies. I mean, you got to think the Phillies going to figure it out eventually here, but it's just right now. I mean, not only are they getting blown out, not only are they getting beat, they're getting blown out. They're 8-15 right now. They've lost 8 of 10. They're 0-4 as underdogs. Chicago 14-9, 8-2 in their last 10, 9-5 at home, 10-6 as a favorite here. I got to go over in this one with the Phillies and the Cubs. Yesterday was 11 runs there in that game, so I'll try the over here in this one. The Cubs could certainly go for 6 here, and then the Phillies could be right behind them still and find a way to lose. Let's see what the chat has to say here. Boyd believes in home runs only. Andrew's on the Cubs. Cal Dog's on the over. I'll do over as well. And Timmy says, what kind of Boyd is my like? Oh, God, Boyd. Timmy Two Shoes on the Phils here. Cubs run line for Mr. Weskers. Yeah, come on. I mean, the Phillies got to figure it out right now. And you're playing here, Taijuan Walker, 2.04 ERA. But let me take a quick look here real briefly. I want to try to figure out here. Like I said, I'm expecting possibly here could be an opener for Walker. Watch for Backus here, possibly getting this opener. Okay, I think that's it for that one. We're almost through here on Night Moves. The Pirates are on the road taking on the Rangers here. Braxton Ashcraft goes here for Pittsburgh. Jack Leiter for the Rangers, Ashcraft, 2.38 ERA, 1-1 record coming in, 1.06 whip. He's been pretty good. But the Rangers were able to grab one there yesterday against Pittsburgh. It was a 6-1 victory at home for Texas, where all of the games go under. But will this one? I don't know. I'm scared. If I kind of want to go over, but um, I am a little scared. I mean, Texas can't go over at all in any of these uh, home games right now. Texas is 0-6-1 to the under at home coming into this one. And this Globe Life Park has just turned into pitcher's paradise, quite frankly. Pittsburgh here did take that series at home against Tampa, so they're playing pretty well here right now. Texas, meanwhile, did lose the series to Seattle. But let's see how you have it here with these two, because Pittsburgh comes in here having lost 4 of their last 5 games against Texas. Pittsburgh's gone under in 7 of their last 8 when playing here at Globe Life, and Texas has gone under in 6 straight games at home. So the numbers are kind of pointing to the under as usual here in Texas, and I'm not sure I want to do that. So let's see. Maybe you guys can talk me into something here. Texas at home is basically about a pick 'em here right now. And yes, the Pirates have played a little bit better here for sure. They're 13-10, but Texas is 12-11 here overall. So I think strong trends cluster to the under here. Texas still one of the most consistent angles here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Rangers in this one at home. Give me Texas here for a reasonable price in this one. I'll try them here. I want to go over, but I might not tell anybody about it. Let's see what the chat has to say. Hey, AOD made it here, everybody. AOD made it. All right. Pittsburgh for Timmy Two Shoes. Andrew says, "Don't be afraid in this one. Don't be afraid, Ramon." No, I'm gonna take the Rangers here. All right, the Padres are fresh off the 1-0 victory in Colorado here to take the first 2 games of the series. Walker Buehler, 4.58 ERA, 1-1 record against Tomoyuki Sugano, 3.9 ERA, 1-1 record coming into this one. Padres, pretty big number here on the road. Yes, they are the better team by far, the dominant team here almost, but they could only manage it 1-0 there yesterday. And the Rockies on the run line are plus 1.5 at minus 115. So you can already feel the way I'm going here in this one. I might as well just tell you right now that I'm on the Rockies plus a 1.5 here against the Padres. Padres are playing well. Let's see if they get a little bit complacent here. They're 10-2 as a favorite, 7-3 on the road, but the Rockies are 6-5 at home here, despite the fact they're 9-15 overall. I know my Padres are better than this Rockies team. They've beaten them in 7 straight games coming in. Padres have won 11 of 12 and 4 of their last 6 on the road. Colorado's just 3-9 straight up in their last 12, but I'm taking them here on the run line. Here it was 1-0 yesterday. It might be a 1-run game here tonight. That's what I'm going to do. Padres have gone under in 4 of their last 5. Colorado's gone under in 5 of their last 7. And Colorado's also gone under in 9 of their last 13 at home, although 5 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone over here. High Coors total, but both teams have been trending under. It does feel a little bit inflated, especially after a 1-0 game there. And also the first game of the series was 7 to, let's see. Oh, no, that was the first game of the series. Okay. Some chat comments coming in here. Key says both teams have been inconsistent. Oh, he's talking about the Rangers game in there, because I know he's not talking about the Padres being inconsistent. Mr. Westers loves the Padres. Hey, the Candyman gives a lot of love, makes the world taste good, or something like that. Padres to evaporate the Rockies. Rockies money line here for Cal Dog. All right, I'm going to take the Rockies here on the run line at minus 115. Okay, the White Sox here taking on the Diamondbacks. Man, the White Sox scored 7 runs in the first 2 innings yesterday and made a mockery of it. They've won 2 in a row. Arizona's lost 2 in a row here right now. Rockies were able to get the win yesterday 11-5 and really handle them. Rockies are White Sox are just 9-14 coming in here. They've been an underdog in every game this season. Arizona 13-10, 7-4 at home, 5-2 as a favorite here. The White Sox have actually lost 14 of their last 18 games against Arizona overall. Arizona's won 10 of 15 coming in. 7 of the last 8 games for the White Sox have gone over, including 5 straight on the road. These two teams are a combined 29-16 to the over so far. Arizona's gone over in 4 of their last 5. 5 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams have gone over here. You've got Anthony Kay. Good numbers, but a young pitcher and left-hander here. 2.59 ERA and a 1.27 whip for Erod. 1.95 ERA and a 1.22 whip. So these starters are pretty much on top of their game right now, but the trends are heavy to the over between these two teams overall in their respective seasons. So Arizona, look, they're the better team. Chicago struggles heavily in this matchup here. I'm just going to take. I'm going to try. I don't want. I almost want to. I maybe didn't learn my lesson yesterday, as the White Sox were able to get one here, but this one's tough. Let's see what the chat says here. Actually, whoops. White Sox money line here for Mr. Weskers. That might be it. Oh boy, now I'm really, 2 left-handers, both of them in very, very good form here. I'm going to go with the under in this one. Give me the under here despite all these over trends, and let's see if these guys can't handle the action here early to deal in this one and suppress the runs a little bit despite all these over trends here. Okay? Timmy's going to do it too. And let's go to the Dodgers taking on the Giants here. Dodgers lost yesterday. Padres won. Dodgers here 16-7 right now. The Giants 10-13. But the Giants were able to get that win yesterday 3-1. The Dodgers just couldn't get the offense going. Giants are 4-9 to the under as an underdog. Dodgers come in here 7-4 on the road this season. Giants just 4-7 at home, but 3-1. The Giants got that win yesterday. For the Giants, Tyler Mahle, 7.23 ERA, 1.93 whip coming in. For the Dodgers, I'm expecting here Shohei Ohtani, your big favorite here, but this is still too big even for Ohtani right now, I think. Let's see here. Dodgers money line in this one. Mr. Wesker says the Giants are about ready to lose 5 straight games coming in right now. And for the Giants here, they've won 4 of their last 5. Dodgers have still won 12 of their last 17. They're 5-2 in the last 7 against the Giants. Dodgers have won 15 of their last 20 on the road, dating back here to last season right now. They're 7-4 on the road, as I said, this year. Dodgers have gone under in 6 of their last 9 games coming into this one. They have road dominance. They have a roster edge here. They still should carry this one, but both teams are trending under, especially in this matchup here. And I'm going to take the Giants on the run line here at even money. Give me the Giants plus 1.5 against the Dodgers here. It is the Dodgers and the Giants after all. Mahle's been bad. Ohtani's been pretty good. Let me take the Uh, Let me take the Giants here before I have a regret. And then there's Solo in the chat. He says Dodger bats are cooling off. Now, Freddie Freeman did return here, so his little uh, uh, parental hiatus is over here, but didn't look. It was no factor. I don't think there in the game last night. He went 0 for 2 with a couple of walks, but Freeman is back. Key says Dodgers on the run line, and Mr. Wesker's liking a little Sox action in there. What? Or let's see. I think that might be it here for night moves. I might be having a little Giants regret. All right, that's going to do it here for the show. Thanks, everybody, for spending here a couple of hours with me talking sports and sports betting here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. We'll be back tomorrow with more night moves. Don't forget, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 15% off those premium pick packages, including mine here on Wednesday in Major League Baseball. I have a day card there certainly today. Try to come back with some winners in the NBA with the props here again tonight. I had a 3-0 night in the prop department here on Tuesday, so let's keep rolling with those. And thanks to everyone in the chat, too. Great job here with all of your picks and advice. So really appreciate it. Cal Dog never goes to a Dodgers-Giants game. I don't want to make any bad comments there on that one, but I don't want to say because the fans are unruly, and you remember the famous man, Mr. Snow, that passed away. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. We'll catch you tomorrow with more night moves for the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. I'm Ramon Scott. So long from Las Vegas.